In this video, we're going to take a closer look at why goals fail. I'm going to share with you what specifically happens in your brain when a goal fails, and offer some strategies that you can use the next time you catch your own brain trying to sabotage you. I'm Sara Stilleke. I'm a scientist, and my channel is all about how to level up to your peak performance. I would really appreciate it if you could take a moment to subscribe to my channel so you can check out more of my videos, which come out every Tuesday morning. Have you ever set a new goal, and then when it comes time to take action toward that goal, you negotiate with yourself about why you shouldn't be taking that action? Maybe you want to find a new job that closely matches your dream career, but then think, my current job is just fine. It pays the bills, and I know how to do it. Starting a new job sounds risky, and I would have to start over with learning everything for the first time. Or maybe you want to start a new romantic relationship, but then think, my current relationships are just fine. If I start dating somebody now, I'll just end up disappointed, and I really don't have the time or energy to do the whole dating thing. Or my personal favorite, I'll start doing that tomorrow. Despite all your goals and best intentions for yourself, you somehow manage to stay in the same comfortable, mediocre place. It turns out these negotiations are related to a really common neurological response that you've most likely heard of, the fight or flight response. If you aren't familiar with it, the fight or flight response is regulated by the hypothalamus in your brain in response to a threat or a perceived threat. It causes your heart and lungs to work more rapidly, causes your pupils to dilate, creating tunnel vision, and makes your muscles tense up to provide extra speed and strength. Basically, this fight or flight response was used by our brain throughout human evolution to keep us alive when presented with a dangerous situation. Since your brain is in charge of regulating your emotions and keeping you alive, it will proactively try to avoid threats or stress in order to avoid the emotional arousal of fight or flight. Many people think that this fight or flight response is only triggered by sudden traumatic events, like a car accident or other close call. So how does this relate to achieving our goals? By definition, a goal is something that you want to have happen in your life that is not currently happening. It is something that you haven't experienced before, even if it's something good that you want for yourself. Unfortunately, all your brain sees is something that is different from what is currently keeping you alive, and it will start trying to keep you in the same place of comfort and safety, even if you are not actually comfortable or happy there. And since its job is to regulate your emotional response and prevent you from getting into the fight or flight response state, your brain will do whatever it can to help you avoid the dangerous situation. This is why you will negotiate with yourself to stop from taking new actions to achieve your goals, otherwise known as the fear of success or self-sabotage. Now that we recognize what is actually happening here and how our brains are responsible for this self-sabotage, there are a couple of things we can do to reach our goals anyway. The first thing you can do is to simply recognize when the fight or flight response is occurring and when your brain is trying to prevent it from occurring. Since this response is physical, there are physical things that can be done to reverse it. Practicing deep breathing, meditation, and light exercise are all proven ways to help calm your brain down and bring you back to a neutral state. If you find yourself negotiating with yourself, try some of these things as opposed to just powering through it, as this is unlikely to be an effective long-term solution. Another thing you can do to help make progress toward your goals, despite your own brain, is to break down big goals into bite-sized chunks. If you set a huge goal of getting into amazing physical shape, your brain will for sure try to prevent you from leaving your sedentary comfort zone. However, putting "go for a 30-minute walk after eating lunch" in your calendar and then doing that is much less intimidating and much more likely to happen. Don't try to go all in right away, as this can overwhelm your brain and prevent success. Instead of setting a goal to go to the gym 5 times per week, when you've been to the gym exactly 1 time in the past month, try committing to going to the gym 1 to 2 times per week. This will help your brain adjust to doing the new activities, so it can begin to see that they are normal and not scary. Once your brain realizes that the new activity isn't so bad, then you can increase the frequency and intensity of it. The final thing you can do is one that I had previously dismissed as being a little bit too out there, but that makes sense in the context of this concept. That is to visualize yourself having already reached the goal through simple visualization, vision boarding, or journaling. If you visualize yourself being a physically fit person, or in your dream job, or in an amazing relationship, and really picture it over and over, Your brain will become more familiar with the idea and stop seeing it as a potential threat to your safety. Olympic athletes do this, picturing themselves standing on that podium with the gold medal as part of their training. Although I had heard many times before about the benefits of visualization, it really clicked once I connected it to how this can actually impact your brain and its functions. I hope that you found this video helpful and that it helps you think a little bit differently about self-sabotage and how you can reach your goals. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.